Radio production studio morning, close-up, Crazy Joe blowing smoke and dropping crumbs into the microphone.
Good morning, Valley fools. It's 7 a.m. time to wake up, you sheep. Crazy Joe here with you on the Voice of the Valley ERTS AM 103.
Larry Rudd's bedroom, Crazy Joe's show plays on the radio. Larry Rudd is waking up in a king-size bed with red satin sheets and 4 high posts with velvet curtains with gold trim. He rises and opens his fancy curtains to let the sun in.
Larry Rudd thinks it's going to be a wonderful day.
Brad the Bear's bedroom, Brad the Bear lays in his messy bed, covering his ears with pillows, as the Crazy Joe show plays through the alarm. His curtain a blue tarp.
I'm going to start your day off by telling you all what is wrong with the world. You, all of you listening.
Brad the Bear lays in bed and groans.
Ugh, best part of waking up, crazy old bastard lectures.
Deception, I tell you. I went to Paradise Cove the other night for the Cher concert. I was skeptical about a $5 Cher concert, and rightly so. It was a man in a dress. I realized it when I saw all 5 of them at the same time. When I complained, they offered me a free rim job. I have no idea what my tires had to do with it. I just had an alignment.
Brad the Bear throws a pillow at the radio. It seeks through static for a moment and returns to the Crazy Joe show.
Ha ha, rim job.
Jerry's kitchen, Jerry drinks coffee while the radio plays Crazy Joe's show. Jerry opens his curtains with a remote control, letting in a ton of light into his lavish home.
Somehow now, in the age where you can buy weed, porn, beer, and guns all in the same strip mall, the world is full of more and more pussies. Hypochondriacs with a new problem every moment. Drug company commercials in between the fear, and desperate housewives. The media is evil and you're all sheep. They want me to give you the weather and some allergy report now. You might sneeze. If you sneeze, do it, and shut up.
Jerry sips his coffee.
Going to be some great phone calls to deal with first thing.
Larry Rudd's bedroom, Larry Rudd meditates on the floor, still listening to Crazy Joe.
If it was up to me, I would round up everyone born after 1980 and send them to northern Canada, and see who survives. No one has any respect for us elders anymore.
Larry Rudd suggests long deep breaths to relieve anxiety, followed by long rips. Cough, cough.
Radio production studio, Crazy Joe stands operatically over the microphone, cigarette and coffee in hand, spilling and ashing all over the place.
I tried to give my grandkids a Mickey Mantle signed ball. The boy said he was more interested in some YouTube jackass, and the girl told me to keep my social distance. When I think of all my buddies face down in the war, while I was selling used cars in Tulsa, it makes me sick.
Crazy Joe drops the coffee and clutches his heart.
You housewives don't bother calling in to complain. If you could work your mouth right, you wouldn't have so many kids.
Jerry's kitchen, Jerry sighs and looks at his phone, sipping his coffee.
Please don't call mother. Please have a wine hangover. Please, please.
Jerry's phone starts to ring. The caller ID reads Countess Mother. Radio production studio, Crazy Joe slowly collapsing with microphone and cigarette in hand.
Don't even get me started on minorities. Ever since the Cliftons moved onto Park Avenue, they have been coming to the valley in droves to work at his slaughterhouse. The minorities of inbreds. Thud.
Jerry's kitchen, the radio plays Dead Air. Jerry talks to his mother over the phone.
Yes, I know mother, he's a pig. I only hire trash and miscreants, but what do you expect for $5 an hour? I think I need to get to the studio now. Goodbye mother.
Larry Rudd's bedroom, the radio plays Dead Air. Larry Rudd appears asleep meditating. Suddenly he snores, grunts, and wakes up abruptly, shaking his face, slobbering.
Larry Rudd thinks it's going to be a bad day.
Brad the Bear's bedroom, the radio plays Dead Air. Brad the Bear groans and rolls out of bed onto the floor. A wave of clutter and junk splashes over the bed as he lands with a thud. A cat shrieks from being fallen on.
Meow.
End cold open. Radio production studio, Brad the Bear, Larry Rudd, and Jerry all stand watching as two men lift a body bag filled with Crazy Joe out of the room. The coroner comes over to talk to them.
It appears he died of cardiac arrest due to stress, caffeine, and cigarettes. His heart may have actually contracted more than I have ever seen. It is quite fascinating. I will know more when I explore his insides, but his heart might be so tense you could use it as a ping-pong ball. Oh, and he cracked his head open too, that would also have done it.
Brad, Larry, and Jerry look squeamish.
Well, I think it's how he would have wanted to go out.
Loud and messy?
Doctor, in your medical opinion, if he were black, would he have cracked as he did?
Doctor? Oh, I'm no doctor, I'm the Valley Coroner. One of the local elected officials Crazy Joe loved to prank call and humiliate in the early mornings.
Brad, Larry, and Jerry look around scratching their heads.
Boys, make him fit, stuff him in. Well, we will take him back, slice and dice him, and let you know when you can pick him up. Can you get me his family contact info?
I'm Jerry, the owner of Ertz AM. I can get that for you if you want to follow me to my office.
As the coroner walks to the door, she turns back and glances at Brad and Larry's rear ends.
I never forget a pair of cheeks. Are you them fellas who mooned the fireman's ball a couple of years ago?
Brad and Larry look at each other, then at each other's butts. Jerry slaps his palm to his face.
Ah, well.
No, ma'am, wasn't us.
Flashback, exterior, firehouse, night. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd come around the corner from a dark alley, two in front of a well-lit fire station with the doors wide open full of people celebrating. Larry Rudd's pants are on fire.
I told you that was a bad idea.
Larry Rudd couldn't have picked a better place to do it, lucky strike.
Larry Rudd drops his flaming pants right in the giant doorway, next to a pail of water. He turns around and moons everyone, bending over and shaking his butt. Brad the Bear looks at the stunned crowd, shrugs, turns, and moons the stunned crowd as well. They run off as an old lady faints. A Dalmatian comes over and kicks the water onto the still flaming pants. Interior production studio.
All right, then y'all have a good day.
Larry Rudd speaks into the microphone.
What a morning, Valley folks. Larry Rudd here early with you, in memory of Crazy Joe. Here are some of his best of tapes.
Brad the Bear carries in a large tote of tapes with the words "pending litigation" on the side.
Did you tell them he's dead?
Oh, Ruddy, hell, right. We are sorry to say Crazy Joe is crazy stiff. Enjoy this 24-hour
72.
mournfully indefinite marathon of the Crazy Joe Show.
The phones begin to ring off the hook. The two start to back away and leave the studio. In the hallway they plan to take the day off, when they bump into a beautiful professional-looking woman in the foyer.
Larry Rudd here, you're a little early for a job interview, they just rolled him out the door.
What? I'm Maybe Cloudy, the Valley's meteorologist.
Let's get out of here before Jerry gets done hitting on the coroner.
Jerry's office. Jerry drinks scotch on a fancy desk.
You know I own this radio station, eh?
Brad the Bear and Maybe Cloudy's eyes meet. Dumbfounded.
What is an or X chord?
Time to go, little buddy.
Larry Rudd grabs Brad the Bear and they go out the door, then outside, dumbfounded again.
Stop, it ERTs me. Stop, it ERTs me.
Ertz is the worst. Down with the male superiority.
Boo, men suck.
What the Rudd?
A group of feminist protesters rallies out in front of the station. Groups of other protesters are marching down the street. Hippies, soccer moms, and Cher impersonators gather round, boxing the dynamic duo in.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think we should go back to work.
Emo teens stand in the very front, bobbing and swaying, begin to throw eggs. One hits Larry in the mouth. The two hightail it back inside in an animated fashion. Interior radio foray. Brad and Larry swing back, backs against the door. Larry has no visible egg on him, but his cheeks are wide and his eyes huge.
What wacky frequency is going on out there?
Larry doesn't speak. He pounds his chest a little, cheeks widen.
Everyone Crazy Joe ever offended is having a New Orleans wake, with a dash of Valley protest.
Well, you two need to put an end to this circus, the phones are ringing off the hook.
Brad inquisitively looks at Larry. Slapping Larry on the back, a chick flies out of his mouth.
Woo, they got one over easy, on ol' Larry Rudd.
The citizens of the valley are calling for our heads. It must have been a windy day because Colonel James Clifton, all the way in the outlands, heard the apartheid this morning.
You shot a par and still only tied. Larry Rudd doesn't want to play golf against this guy, am I right?
Wrong. The colonel and his conglomerate filed a complaint with the FCC and is on his way to the mayor's office to have our exclusivity clause in the Valley Charter revoked.
The baby chick chirps in Larry Rudd's outstretched hands.
Oh, Larry Rudd will fill you in, chickadee. Ya see, in 1909 Jerry's grandfather founded this here radio station. Back then the local yokels were terrified of the equipment, convinced ol' Al Ertz was conjuring up the devil from the river. Ready to destroy the station the next day, as at the time it was customary to announcing one's intentions prior, the people of the valley left their radios on overnight. That night a horrible tornado was headed into the valley. Ertz sprang into action, playing annoying sounds and obnoxious antics, forcing people to get out of bed to throw their radio out the window, thus seeing the approaching tornado and getting out of town, before it swept through for 3 whole days, bouncing around like a ping-pong ball.
It's the same format we use today, but I never understood why he didn't just yell tornado.
Because that's not good entertainment. Why didn't he call and warn his wife and kids? Well, if he had, he never would have had the second family that eventually produced Jerry.
That's right. Grandpa Al Ertz was given the huge honor from the valley, exclusive broadcasting rights forever in the valley. Ertz would be the only broadcaster and/or demon conjurer allowed, but this fiasco could change all that.
Pan out. Jerry looks puzzled face to face with the chick, hands on his knees in tight like he's telling a juicy secret to a dear friend. Then appalled.
Why am I explaining this to a chicken? Mother is flying in today and staying with me till things are situated here, so you two better fix this like yesterday.
Why us?
Well, what else do you two have to do for one? And because if you don't, you're both going to be out of a job, and whoopee cushion blower and sitter are not highly employable job skills.
Well, maybe if you have both the blower and the sitter skills, but you're right, we are kind of codependent.
Exterior graveyard day, wide shot. Joe's widow sits alone looking vegetative at the gravesite. Larry Rudd, Brad the bear, and Jerry juggle to move Crazy Joe's casket on their own. Protesters picket and march around the graveyard. The pastor tries to ward him off.
I thought his whole body weight was cigarette smoke. Ashes to ashes.
And dust to heavy-weight potting soil.
Show some class, you two idiots. The widow is semi-functional over there. I have a mulch, easier way to handle this.
Jerry walks over to a man with a tinfoil hat and crop top shirt holding a sign that reads "Hurt. I am pre-programmed."
If he comes back with a wood chipper, Larry Rudd needs to abscond. Larry Rudd can't clean that up again.
Hello, my good man, you seem well tuned.
The man hisses a static sound.
Well, perhaps not, but how would you and a few of your friends like to make $50?
The man adjusts his hat and smiles, intrigued. Cut to black. Moments later, the man and 5 others chuck Crazy Joe's coffin into the hole, tumbling in upside down. The men grumble, taking their money, and leave. Joe's widow stares blankly ahead of her, looking dopey.
Larry Rudd would like to say a few words. Crazy Joe was a crazy bastard, but always good to ol' Larry Rudd. Even the time ol' Larry Rudd sneezed all over Joe's winning lottery ticket, then told him the dog ate it. He didn't even get upset with ol' Larry Rudd. Come to think of it, he did have the dog put down though.
Muffin?
No thanks, we just ate.
Brad whispers to Jerry.
Knowing her, they're probably bran muffins. EU.
Idiots. I'm taking this old bat home. You two fix this.
You mean this?
Pointing to the coffin, Brad makes a flip-over motion with his fingers.
No, unless your new jobs are going to be as landscapers. I don't give a shit about this old dead body. Go get the town to believe we are compassionate.
Joe's widow begins to sob.
Wah 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 wah.
Oh, there, Miss Crazy. Let's go. I have a big severance check you can cash on the way.
The only thing ol' Larry scapes is the Rudd. Let's roll bear.
The two high-five. Exterior, downtown day. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd walk down Main Street in the Valley. They see a fit man in a suit with hockey gear looking admirably at the Mecca, the main attraction of the Valley, the Triple-A League Stadium, home of the Valley Vanquish. The hockey guy sees them passing and lets out a sigh. They accidentally make eye contact.
Wonderful day, fellas. She sure is magnificent, eh?
They all watch a stadium employee coming out with a trash bag full of old popcorn, who throws it off the side of the building as thousands of pigeons descend upon the discarded corn.
Caw, caw, caw.
Yeah, great day for throwing out trash.
Perhaps you're right. I am moving on up in the world. Do you fellas know the Wobble Place Arena across town?
You mean that old Rudd hole on the top of the valley?
A creaking old shack of a rundown stadium shudders on the edge of the valley.
Yes, she's a beaut. My pride and joy, I practiced on her for years to get the call up to here. My dreams have come true. No need for the old girl anymore, though you boys seem high society folk. Take good care of her.
The hockey guy hands his keys to Larry Rudd, who takes them. The boys look at each other confused, as the hockey guy lifts his gear and sighs.
Why are you two covered in dirt?
Oh, just got done chucking an old bastard in a ruddy hole.
We were playing croquet. It's a croquet term.
The puzzled hockey guy seems confused, perhaps from too many hits to the head, nonetheless seems relieved.
Land curling? Wow, that is classy, eh? Well, you two are some fine folks. Take good care of the stadium. I am off to the big league.
Fucking A.
Fucking Rudd, bro. Larry Rudd with breaking news. We have a plan.
Nachos at our new concession stand.
Pretzels and cheese, Ruddy right.
Let's pick up the van and head to Wobble Place.
All right, but are we set on the name? I like the Rudd Zone.
No.
Hope they have fried fish. I can whip up some Rudd sauce to go with it.
Not sure, maybe a cod basket with fries. What's Rudd sauce?
A Larry Rudd family secret. Ketchup, horseradish, mayo, and relish.
Yum, now that sounds delicious.
Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd get to the parking lot where their radio van is. A bum is squatting on the back bumper with his pants down taking a dump. His eyes are squinted and he is pushing hard.
Larry Rudd's got this.
Larry grabs a CD case out of his suit pocket and throws it under the back of the van. The automatic rear hatch blasts open, sending the squatting bum flying away with his pants down.
Those hydraulics were a great idea.
The two get into the van. It is covered in protest flyers. The windshield is full of flyers.
Paperwork.
Paperwork, no.
No.
The two scream and accelerate out, sending flyers flying, windshield wipers on max. Exterior Wobble Place Arena Day. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd pull up onto the lawn, screeching to a halt. The two exit the van in a billow of smoke.
Nacho, Rudd, I want to be a Nacho Rudd. Nacho, Rudd, I want to be a Nacho.
Bear.
The two high-five in an epic wide shot. Snap to close-up of Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd's extremely bloodshot faces as they walk into the stadium. Interior concession stand night. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd are bloated behind the counter, surrounded by a pile of garbage. Used nacho and popcorn containers, cotton candy, and beer kegs litter the floor. But it is nothing compared to the coating of Rudd sauce all over the place.
Burp.
Burp. This Justin Larry is full to the Rudd, I tell you what.
Tell me what.
Suddenly a clatter and scurry is heard in the hallway. The two poke their heads above the counter slightly. A giant weasel stands at the counter with a coupon in his hands, looking at the menu.
Yes, I'll have a number 7 with a large blue super drink.
Brad and Larry blink, looking at Wop the Weasel, the mascot of the Wobble Weasels, then at each other, then back at Wop.
I am glad to see the concession stand open for once during a game. I got all these coupons I have never been able to use.
A game, tonight?
Well, yes, right now actually. We are playing the Ocean City Sting. Well, playing is a stretch, our captain didn't show up. Wait, do you guys work here?
This just in, the call-up of the century, Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear here now with the deed.
So you two are my new bosses?
We own all Rudds to you.
Will you still honor my coupons?
No need for coupons anymore, eat whatever you want, but you have to run the place when we are not here.
That is a lot of pressure for a mascot. Can I still live in the maintenance closet?
Sure.
Sounds great. Well, let me show you guys around your new castle.
Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd follow Wop the Weasel through an archway into the arena. Advertisements for Clifton Meat Packaging coat the boards. It is a crummy old barn with orange seats from the 70s. Of the 5,000-person capacity, approximately 15 people litter the arena. The score is Weasels 1, Visitors 8 in the second period. A fan next to Larry Rudd has fallen asleep in his uncomfortable chair and is drooling into the beer of the fan below him.
Welcome to Woptown, boys.
Suddenly the sirens go off, the Weasels score. Wop the Weasel goes crazy, waking up the sleeping man, who jumps up in momentary excitement.
Way to go, baby. You're the man, daddy.
Two women in the crowd begin to cheer for the player who scored. They look at each other across the stadium. The player tucks his head and goes to the bench.
Homewrecker. You old skate skank.
The two women lunge for one another across the nearly empty stadium, their Uggs dripping in nachos and popcorn, meeting in the middle. Hair pulling, biting, and spitting ensues. An elderly security guard walks up to them with nothing but his fancy smock.
Now go on, move along here, eh?
Wop the Weasel comes out of nowhere with a t-shirt cannon and shoots the fighting woman each a t-shirt. They appear satisfied and return to their seats. The game resumes, as if nothing happened. Wop returns to the shocked duo, cannon over his shoulder.
So do you think my food's done yet, eh?
We pan back into the concession stand. Wop's hot dogs look like two firm yet still wrinkled elongated bull testicles nestled over the roller machine's metallic fingers. The trio make do with other food-like substances and begin to mingle, relax, and partake in Wop the Weasel's medical marijuana for his crippling claustrophobia.
Cough, cough. Would you guys like t-shirts?
Wop exhibits the extra-large synthetic polyester blend shirts featuring the logo of Clifton Meat Packaging.
Why does it have a hole in the back?
That's for your tail, if you have one. We have a lot of special fans here, and the Clifton family prefers it that way.
Well, no more Holly shirts, we own this place now. Larry Rudd has a box full of Ertz shirts in the van for everyone, human or Clifton.
Work, ugh, we should see what's going on at the station. Let's go to the van and tune in.
Interior radio van, front of Wobble Place Arena, night. Brad and Larry sit in the front seats while Wop sits on a box of ERTSAMT shirts in the back. Larry fires up the radio.
Jerry here with you on Ertz AM. If you see our van out and about, give me a call here at the station and win a great price. Employment. Till then, I'm here with you still. If you want to hear a song or an album, let me know.
Oh, boy. Larry Rudd has a song he wants to hear.
You can't call in, he will know it's you.
Bear, 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 this is Larry Rudd you're talking to, the master of voices.
Oh, you're a voice actor, eh?
Oh, he's something all right.
Fellas, watch the Rudd in action, and remember Larry is available for birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings, and funerals.
Larry Rudd begins to call the radio station.
Bar mitzvah? So you're kosher?
Are you asking if the old Rudd is snippety, snapped? For your information.
Jerry answers.
Hello caller. Have you seen our Ertz van out and about?
Ah, no, good sir, I have not. I would like to hear a song if you would be so kind.
Of course caller. What would you like to hear?
La.
No.
Lars Chung here, I'd like to hear Fred Bear, partner.
Oh wow, he is good on his feet.
Fred Bear. Well, that's not really in the catalog caller.
Lars Chung believes it is, if you look in the Jerry says not to play section.
No one's going to know that but us. Abort. Dope. We are going to have to go back to work.
Ah, yes, I see it here. Well, please stay on the line for an exciting prize.
Fred Bear by Ted Nugent begins to play on the radio.
He's getting Lars Chung an exciting prize.
Oh, they have some good prizes. I once won 100 tickets to opening night here.
He knows it's you, Larry. Hang up, please, for the love of rock, hang up.
So Lars, where have you idiots been all day?
Oh, you know, a bit of Lars and a bit of Chung-an. Everybody Lars Chung tonight.
I haven't seen you idiots since you left me to take the old bat back to her plantation, and after that I was confronted by Colonel Clifton's goons.
What happened? You all right, boss?
Of course, I kicked their inbred asses. What have you two done with your day?
Larry Rudd has solved all of our problems, boss.
Really?
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 Really. We will put on a night this valley will never forget. Rudstock. A hockey and concert spectacular.
Rudstock?
We aren't calling it that.
We aren't calling it that. But I guess that's better than what I had in mind.
Jerry envisions a mob of villagers in the square. Jerry is on the stage with a flaming torch in hand, as Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear are hog-tied ready for sacrifice.
Larry Rudd will get his good buddy Eddie Vedder to headline the event, and our new hockey team will defeat the downtown team.
Our new what?
Eddie Vedder.
Jerry, has old Larry Rudd ever let you down before?
He's never bought me a hockey team before either.
Just tell everyone to be ready for Rudfest next Saturday. It will blow your Rudd off.
Fine, just come in tomorrow to check in. May be cloudy, will cover your shits till then, but you two need to come in and hash things out.
Way ahead of you, boss, hashing it out as we speak. Rudyard later.
Larry Rudd takes a big hit from the hashpipe.
Well, Wop, you got a lot of work to do this week. Hope you're ruddy.
What?
An announcement comes from the stadium as people file out. Visitors 9 Weasels 2.
You need to turn this team into a winning powerhouse and get it ready for about 100,000 screaming party Ruddymals.
Alright.
We need to shake things up. How about a new team name?
The Rudd Hens?
No, how about the Ertz Eagles?
Don't eagles eat weasels?
Rudd Row.
Radio production studio day. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd are being lectured by Jerry when May Be Cloudy enters. Brad the Bear becomes transfixed on her as San Francisco by Scott Mackenzie plays. May Be Cloudy walks in slow motion with a flower in her hair as the door's air conditioner blows her.
Hello, I'm Brad the Butt, I mean bean in chair, cab no fare. Can I touch your hair?
Bewildered looks all around.
Who the what? Well, in that case. I'm Lars Chun, konnichiwa.
I knew it.
Jerry scolds the pair with old records over the head. A record scratches in Brad the Bear's brain and he comes back to reality from his hormonal psychosis.
Idiots. Don't you know May is here to do your jobs, while you're out jacking off and acquiring me more headaches?
I think you mean Ruddy Great Acquisitions, boss.
Too bad your Rudd can't cover the taxes on that old dump. The only thing you have acquired me is an ulcer. You're lucky Lars is the only one who called in last night.
You should have let the weasel call in.
As a matter of fact, old Larry Rudd has some important things to do today. We have to go get floor mats for the arena floor. What a racket. If Larry Rudd wasn't a radio industry staple, Larry Rudd would sell floor mats. People paying you to have something to walk on when the ground is free.
I can see you selling floor mats. You better make sure he doesn't buy dirt floor mats or you're both going to be selling floor mats, Bear. And Larry, you better deliver Eddie Vedder or I'll start my own floor mat empire and crush you both.
I'm pretty indifferent to floor mats.
Ruddy hell, that's how all rackets grow, from indifference.
Well, there is a point there, I guess. I have to go to City Hall to get the stadium's ownership changed over and file the permits for this. What is this exactly again?
Rudstock, the Rudd Fest of Generations.
Eek.
We aren't calling it that.
We aren't calling it that.
It's the Ertz Eagles inaugural community concert spectacular celebration give back day.
Featuring Eddie Vedder. And Larry Rudd with friends.
Sounds like a lot to fit on a t-shirt, but catchy.
I'll say, I would go to the EEICCSCGB day with all my girlfriends.
But not to Rudtoberfest?
No, I don't think I could convince the girls to go to something called Rudd anything.
New Rudderation, I guess.
Do your friends listen to ERTS, May?
Well, no, they have satellite radio.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jerry clinches his chest and stumbles back.
I mean, I think a few of them listen to us when they are trying to fall asleep.
Oh, alright, That is our best demographic. Well, time to go.
The Three Stooges begin to leave the station.
Wait, is anyone going to show me how to run the boards?
Oh, that's right. Stay and show her the ropes, Brad the Bear, since you're so adamantly indifferent to floor mats.
But
Don't worry, little Ruddy. Larry Rudd will pick you up after he gets the floor mats and you can help Wop install them.
goody.
Brad is bemusingly disappointed to miss the smell of a fresh floor mat store but excited to smell a cramped studio with May. As Jerry and Larry leave, Brad goes to lock the door behind them but gets sidetracked in another acid flashback love spell and forgets.
It's a pleasure to finally work with you. I am a big fan of your work.
Who, me?
Yes, you're Brad the Bear, you're very talented.
Well, shucks, thanks, it's nothing.
Don't be modest, my father was a clown. It takes a lot of hard work to be so stupid.
I guess.
That is until the elephant got loose and squashed my poor papa. Bananas, like, well, a banana.
Oh, there, it's okay.
As Brad consoles May, his mind flashes back to 5 years ago when he and Larry Rudd visited the circus when it came to the valley.
These sure are some ruddy big elephants. Larry Rudd here with an exciting contest for Brad the Bear, $5 to smack that old leather hiney.
This snow cone cost $10, make it 20.
Larry Rudd admirably agrees to these terms as Brad hops the small fence to the elephant. He gazes at the giant creature and looks back at Larry. As he does, the elephant's tail smacks him in the face and he instinctively grabs it and pulls. The startled elephant barrels forward as Brad lets go. He runs back to Larry and the two walk away as people scream from the big top. Sounds of clown horns being squashed and seltzer bottles going off fill the night air.
Where's my $20?
No ass smack, no cash mac.
Where's my snow cone?
Back to the present.
All they ever found at the elephant enclosure was a snow cone.
Guess I owe Larry $10.
What?
Oh, nothing. So these are the boards. Those catalogs have the songs in them. It's all programmed for the day. Just change what you want or let it play.
Sounds pretty easy.
Yeah, the comedy's the hard part, remember.
Har har har.
Suddenly a clatter at the studio door startles the pair. A crazed-looking innate brute and his inbred descendant let themselves in. They are holding boxes of once frozen meat and seafood dripping onto the floor.
Howdy. My daddy works for the meat factory, raw.
That's right, boy. We are huge fans. Heard you all been having a bad week. Wanted to send our sympathies.
The young cretin froths with excitement from being in the presence of his idol.
Yeah, I remember you fellas from the remote at the pet store.
Flashback to a cold December afternoon. Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear sit in the radio van in front of a pet store. Snow cakes the road and blows through the air. Ice covers the windows of the store with bright warm light behind. The disc jockeys are trying to get the station tuned in with no luck.
What did you do to get us stuck on this stupid remote?
The old Rudster owed a favor to the pet store, wanted a discount on a bearded dragon, then wanted a free refund.
No one's going to show up to this and we can't even get the station to come in.
Great, because this just in, the Rudster needs a good long nap.
A Mexican fighting horn sounds from a pieced-together junker on hydraulics next to the van. The figures from beyond the icy windows request the DJs to lower the window. Larry reluctantly beats his window to and lowers it to see what the lowriders want.
Rock on, Larry Rudd.
Rock on, Brad the Bear.
The father and son have matching mullets and retro shades. Young Rothy sits with a large rabbit on his lap.
Rock on, fellas, would you like some CDs? Nice rabbit, new pet?
No, he's dinner for my cat.
Proud Papa Jethro tussles his son's hair and licks his dried lips. Larry Rudd looks repulsed and throws some CDs into the meat rider and rolls back up his window.
I like being the coolest ones in town.
What was that?
A realization of being back in the present.
Meat is best by the pound.
Damn straight.
Rothy language.
But he's talkin' meat paw.
Oh, hell yeah, we love meat.
And we love Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd.
We sure do, Rothy. Where is the old Rudster anyways?
He's out buying.
He's out buying meat.
Oh, that's too bad. We have meat for you both. And you, darling, who are you?
I'm maybe Cloudy, the Valley meteorologist.
The Valley Meaty, who now?
She's taking over for Crazy Joe.
Well, by gummit, Rothy, go get this woman some meat out of the hot rod. She needs some meat on them bones.
The excited creature sits down his meat and smiles.
You look like my cousin Ethel, but with a smaller butt and straighter teeth, raw.
Thank you.
Rothy's crooked erection opens the door as he slithers away. The three stand awkwardly till the slithering adolescent returns with some beef jerky.
This is my special once-weekly beef stick. I want you to have it.
Thank you, Rothy. I will have it for dessert.
A jerky dessertee. Raw, raw, raw.
Well, this has been fun, but we have to get some important radio business done.
Of course. Come along, Rothy.
Can I smell your elbows?
Brad the bear quickly ushers out the hillbillies and locks the door behind them.
Always make sure the door is locked, and throw out that meat before Larry or Jerry see it. I'm not taking care of those babies and their weak food poisoned stomachs again.
People try to poison you guys with food.
Weekly, just the business and demographic we cater to here.
A knock on the door.
Brad the Bear, could we get some tickets for them weasels?
Brad shoves 20 tickets through the mail slot.
There you go, kid, bring the whole family.
Oh, thanks, Brad the Bear. Well, I guess me ma and Uncle Pa can stay at home in the dark.
Brad shoves 2 more tickets through the slot and a package of Larry Rudd's novelty condoms through the slot to the young hysteric.
The more the merrier, but only to a point.
You're really good with kids.
Brad shuts the blinds in frustration.
I know how to deal with simple minds.
Suddenly another knock at the door. Brad opens the blinds a crack. Larry Rudd dances with exuberance with a floor mat remnant.
Well, I generally know how to deal with them, but sometimes I get a curveball.
This just in: Larry Rudd thinks that floor mat remnant really tied the studio together.
Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear travel to Wobble Place Arena in the radio van full of floor mats.
Remember those weirdos from the pet store remote?
If Larry Rudd remembered every weirdo Larry Rudd ever met, Larry Rudd would be crazy.
So is that a yes?
The DJs pause a moment to ponder this perplexity.
Rabbit Boy and Meat Daddy.
Horrific remembrance drops Larry Rudd's chin to the steering wheel.
They stopped by the station tonight.
You left the ruddy door unlocked again, idiot.
Well. They dropped off some meat. I think we are on the Clifton's radar.
Don't leave the ruddy door unlocked again. That floor mat isn't secured. It really does tie the Rudding room together. Wait, what kind of meat?
Rotten, dripping, most likely poisoned burgers and shrimp. Oh, and some beef jerky, probably also poisoned.
Well, did you throw it out?
I told May to.
No one can throw out a meat stick, especially not a woman. It's genetic. What are they teaching you in radio school health class these days? Remember the time that sweet old lady brought old Larry Rudd a dozen cupcakes?
Yes, everyone told you not to eat them, because her daughter was the one you told to get off the roof already because we had a charity roof sit radio remote broadcasting on the same roof she was contemplating jumping off of.
The fire department was taking up all the listeners' spots. She landed on the Ertz bounce house, best charity event we ever had. Got old Larry Rudd a new ERTS bounce house.
The pair pull into the service entrance of the stadium where Wop the Weasel is there to greet them. He wears a brown business suit in place of his jersey.
Looking sharp, Wop.
Larry Rudd thinks you would look even sharper in this though.
Larry Rudd pulls out a makeshift Ertz Eagle mascot costume made from floor mats and feathers. It is larger and more spacious than Wop's weasel costume.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. I will wear it proud next game, but I am in manager mode now and we have some work to do.
You guys sure do. Now get these floor mats out and get crackin'.
What about you?
Larry Rudd has been upholstering all day, time for a nap.
Have you called Eddie Vedder yet?
Well no, we haven't talked in a while. I guess old Larry Rudd can call him while you two are working on the floors.
Wop pops open a couple of cans of floor glue.
Woo, that's some strong stuff.
Wop and Brad begin to lay the new floor mats around the concourse, slapping glue all over. The fumes fill the unventilated cement tomb. Larry Rudd begins to feel it as he eats nachos and vibes. He decides to call his old friend Eddie Vedder.
Hey Eddie, your old pal Larry Rudd here.
Fuck you, Larry Rudd. Don't you remember the last time we spoke I told you the next time I see you I'd kick your ass?
Eddie, it's Larry Rudd, old top. You must be mistaken.
Old top? What is it with you and the chest? You must have been a bottle baby. You don't remember Cindy's party.
The fumes from the floor glue engulf the trio as they all pass out. Larry Rudd's mind drifts back to the 1993 MTV Music Awards after party, then all the way back to his mother's nipples, then back to the party. Larry Rudd sits at the end of the table with Kurt Cobain and Eddie Vedder.
You gotta try this, Kurt. It's called champagne.
Oh, I don't know, Larry. I think I need a sober night. I have been a little paranoid lately.
What do you have to be paranoid about? Your pal Larry Rudd took you out to buy a gun. Still think you should have gotten more ammo though.
Let's jam, fellas. Larry Rudd, you are the coolest roadie a guy could ask for. This one's for you, buddy.
The three pop the bottle and cheers. Eddie Vedder pulls out his guitar, Kurt Cobain pulls out a tambourine, and Larry Rudd pulls out his bongos. The jamming heats up, attracting a crowd to the back booth where the artists squat and busk. Larry Rudd goes into a deep daze, banging his bongos with vigor. Cyndi Lauper approaches the table, dancing and swaying to the beat. As she reaches Larry Rudd, he begins a vigorous solo, which sends his hands flying every which way, smacking Kurt in the cranium, and finishing with a deep rendition upon Lauper's breasts. His eyes closed the entire time, lost in the music. The crowd gasps as the music stops, and all that is heard is the patter of jello being slapped by the amateur bongosaurus.
I just wanted to have fun. Wah wah wah.
Seems to be a problem over here.
Captain Lou comes over and begins to kick the entire table's ass. Back to the present. Larry Rudd wakes up in the hospital next to Brad the Bear, Wop the Weasel, and maybe Cloudy. The other three are coherent as well when Jerry walks in munching on a container of ice chips.
Oh good, everyone's alive. You are all idiots, I hope you know that. I expect it from those two, but you may? And when did I hire a rodent?
I told you to throw out that meat, May. You didn't eat it, did you?
I threw out the soggy stuff. But for some reason I just couldn't resist trying that beef stick.
Told ya, little buddy, if there's two things old Larry Rudd knows, it's science and women.
Oh, jerky does hurty.
Larry, did you talk to Eddie Vedder?
Oh, old Larry Rudd was in the middle of that, then he went back to 1993. Well, then a little farther back, then back to 93.
Not the nipple thing again.
Well, I guess another Ruddy call is in order.
I'll let them know to keep the oxygen supply steady for you this time, idiots.
Larry pulls out his phone and calls back his old pal Eddie Vedder.
Eddie, sorry old pal, took a trip back to 93.
Then you remember why I'm going to kick your ass. Where are you squatting now, you?
Don't see the Ruddy big deal, you thought it was funny when it happened at Dolly Parton's party.
No one noticed at Dolly Parton's party, she was talking to the table next to us. You got me and Kurt kicked out of the Cool Bands Club.
Oh, everything worked out, old Larry Rudd has a great gig for you. EEICCSCGB Day.
Oh yeah, well doing something with that many letters in it would be good for this political climate. Where's this gig at?
Here in the valley.
What valley?
The deep one.
Okay, Larry Rudd, I'll be there soon. To kick your ass.
Wonderful, see you Ruddy soon.
Larry hangs up on Eddie Vedder.
All set boss, he's on his way.
Wonderful. Does he need anything?
No, but Larry Rudd may need some steel butt pants.
That's hot.
Oh, I'd like some metal-less pants too.
All right. 2 pairs of steel toe boots for Mr. Vedder and I, check.
Wop, wop.
The gang begins to chuckle as the nurse arrives with a tray of shots to check on them.
Oh good, you're awake now too. How are you feeling, sir?
Ruddy, great, time to get out of here, and rock.
Larry Rudd grabs a shot off the tray and shoves it into his leg.
Moey Ruddy, wowie adrenaline.
The nurse looks shocked at the empty syringe. It reads tranquilizer. She watches as he leaps up and runs out the door. Moments later a thud is heard in the hallway. As the nurse presses a button, he is brought back in.
He should be awake in an hour, then get him out of here.
Thank you, nurse. So are they all clear to go?
The boys are, but maid darling, we need you to stay for another few days to get all the poison out of your system. And here you go, sir, if you are the caretaker for this man. It is a number for a good medical testing facility.
The nurse hands Jerry a card that reads Dr. Marty. If you have lost your marbles, visit Marty.
Oh, thank you, but we have had him tested.
No testing required. He is obviously bonkers. Dr. Marty will just look around for science.
He did say he loves science, boss. Give me that card.
If anyone's going to publish a medical paper about you 2 idiots' buffoonery, it's going to be me. Or did you forget I went to journalism school?
Oh cool, I went to clown college.
May bites her lip hard as white cream begins oozing from her catheter.
Oh really?
Time to go. We really should get out of here. Help me grab Larry, here we go.
Brad hops up and with superhuman strength wrestles Larry Rudd into a wheelchair, grabs Wop and pushes Jerry and the crew out the door.
Feel better, May. Get some sleep.
Thanks. If you pass by the children's ward, could you send the visiting clan over?
May turns to the nurse.
You do have a clan on site at all times, right?
No, I am sorry, not since the Baptists took over.
Damn, well, when in the big top.
May reaches onto the cart and grabs a syringe and jabs it into her leg, then falls asleep humming circus music.
Tisk, tisk, that radio station is nothing but trouble, broadcasting the devil's smut.
The next day Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear are driving around the radio van, listening to Ertz AM.
A blizzard warning is in effect for the entire Tri-County area, with freezing rain, sleet, and a high probability of ice storms.
Larry Rudd looks through the windshield perplexed by the sunny beautiful day before them.
Aw, isn't she great? I compiled a mix of May's best weather forecasts throughout the years and put them on a loop.
Oh, well, guess that's better than us going into work. Rock on, May.
Rock on.
Worried drivers concerned by the impending reported blizzard erratically scurry around. Horns honk and suddenly an accident up ahead.
Wow, what was that?
Suddenly a mushroom cloud of smoke followed by fireworks shooting up into the sky from the accident scene.
Looks like a ruddy good show to me, let's check it out.
Larry jumps to the curb and passes the line of gawkers to the accident scene. A semi-trailer full of fireworks burns in the middle of the road. As everyone safely clears the scene, the DJs step out and approach the unpredictable and unstable cargo.
What do you think you're doing? Clear the area.
A policeman yells at the pair as fireworks blast all around.
Press.
Bloody hell, this is dangerous. Clear the area.
Press. See Larry Rudd's press pass. This means Larry Rudd can go anywhere.
A firework whizzes past the public servant.
Balix, I don't get paid enough for this. I am out of here, do whatever you want.
The little piggy runs and hides as the 2 fearless DJs face the cab.
Did he just say Larry Rudd can do whatever he wants?
That could be the most dangerous part of the day.
You want to impress May, don't you, little buddy? What would be more ruddy exciting than fireworks for EEICCSCGB Day?
Brad looks with intrigue but also with apprehension as he ducks to get out of the way of a flaming projectile.
Well, might as well, not going to get another opportunity like this.
That's the spirit, little Ruddy.
The fearless DJs enter the back of the lorry retrieving boxes of smoldering fireworks. Back and forth to the radio van they sway and extinguish the tops of the bundles as miscellaneous explosives burst. The van begins to fill to the brim.
So what do you say, one more trip?
The semi explodes behind the pair.
That's the cue to get the Rudd out of here.
The pair hightail it out of the scene up out of the valley.
Why are we headed out of the valley?
Larry Rudd thought you wanted to kick Colonel Clifton's ass for poisoning May.
But, with a van full of explosives.
Well yeah, how do you think Crazy Joe got his job?
Flashback, Crazy Joe is dressed in his Vietnam Army greens driving a tank erratically, sliding into the front of the radio station.
That story is even too much for old Larry Rudd.
Well, that's pretty much the whole story already, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Hey, we might be able to pick up HCNE out here.
Larry flips the radio to FM and scans the channels.
How dare you?
The radio scans through an entire rotation, finally landing on 88.1.
88.1 HCNE, the Heads Clifton News and Entertainment Superstation. Up next, stand the question man Spalding, asking the tough questions you want to know. Only on HCNE.
Superstation? Lowest ruddy FM frequency possible.
Turn it off. I can't stand Spalding.
Brad reaches over and seeks the stations.
Didn't you two go to radio school together?
Broadcasting school. Yes.
The radio dial makes a full rotation, boomeranging back to 88.1 HCNE.
Welcome to Political Answers, where we read of it, and I tell you what you need to know. I am Stan the Question Man Spalding, and I am joined today with County Congress member Rick Swindler. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
No, actually it is Swindler, Rick Swindler. Thank you for having me, Stan. I am happy to be able to tell all of your listeners my plans for redevelopment of the Valley Head area.
Yes, welcome Mr. Swindler, a pleasure. Choosing an interview from Stan the Question Man Spalding can be an intimidating interview. I am the #1 voice on high-frequency modulation Valley Radio.
What
the fuck?
So, Mr. Swindler, where do you plan on redeveloping?
Swindler, I plan to redevelop in the near future.
Not when. Where? Answer my question, man.
He already has his response ready, whatever he says. Predictable twat. Oh, I bet those people won't be too happy with your plan. This report says you're wrong.
Well, of course I plan to redevelop the Valley Head House District.
This study shows you are flat wrong. I am sure the people of the House District will not be too happy with this. Did you stop to think of the economic impact of your actions upon the existing businesses in the district? The slaughterhouse, the chuckle house, and the whorehouse.
According to whose study?
An independent study funded by Clifton News Entertainment Group.
Who listens to this crap?
We have a caller here on the line.
Hello, this is Donnie Rudd. I would like to take the bus.
Granny Rudd.
I think what this woman is trying to say is your plan will kill public transportation, putting the elderly at risk and making the poor ravenous for crime.
I think she needs the number for the bus.
Woo. Hey, calm down, buddy. I didn't say it, the crazy woman on the phone did. It is the public opinion. I don't think we are going to get anywhere with your attitude, sir. Thank you for joining me today, Mr. Swindler. That's all the time we have today. Stay tuned for news and opinion mashups.
Tonight only at the Chuckle House, the Amateur Comedian Challenge. Come and see if you have what it takes to crown the Valley's funniest act, and laugh at the fools who fail. Judged by 88.1 HCNE DJ Stan the Question Man Spalding and local philanthropist James the Colonel Clifton himself.
Larry Rudd switches off the radio.
Got one ruddy good thing out of that drivel.
What? You're not thinking of entering the contest?
Of course not. We are entering the contest, little Ruddy.
I won't be judged by that blowhard.
Blow hard. See, Larry Rudd needs his straight man.
I guess it would get us to Colonel Clifton, and we are the funniest show in the Valley. This better not make us mainstream.
Mainstream, Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear are already household names to all of his callers.
Oh, yeah, should we go check on Granny Rudd? Do you think she has any of those cookies?
Yeah, better go deliver Granny Rudd some more glaucoma medication, and she can make us some special cookies while we clean up and get ready for the show.
Rock on, Granny Rudd.
Rock on, Granny Rudd.
Across town, Granny Rudd sits in her rocking chair knitting and looks up and smiles filled with rockdacious vibes. Larry Rudd whips the van around and the pair head back to the valley to prepare for their impromptu performance. Meanwhile, at the top of the valley just outside of the zoning law, a sinister plan is afoot. Colonel Clifton sits maniacally in his office at HCNE headquarters as Stan Spaulding enters.
Stan, you bastard. Why did you not promote the contest more? You know how important this show is to my plan to expand into the valley and crush ERTS once and for all.
Sir, I still don't understand how a comedy show is the answer. Shouldn't we be focusing on what is important, the news?
The news? You think you're a serious journalist or something, fool? Your job is to give old men anecdotes to feel superior to others while they sit naked in the steam room together.
I give people the facts they need to survive the right way. Without me, they would all be dead from something or other. We provide support in a broken world.
Pish posh, you are a puppet, my puppet. You provide services to move product, but you're right, you're no entertainer. Don't you see the opportunity before me, man? Completing my empire, finally taking down ERTS and expanding my tight grip of every facet of humanity in the Valley region. My offspring will finally flourish.
But how, sir, and why?
When Ertz began his radio station in the Valley, my father was just about to begin his own station. That exclusivity clause forced us out here far away from anyone. Al Ertz wouldn't even let my father buy advertising for the meat factory, forcing us to eat it all ourselves and begin to inbreed.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Yes, and since then we have taken a psychosemantic approach to informing and mentally molding the populace. Though we have flaws finding, well, conventional humor, entertaining. Luckily we have brainwashed enough people of the valley from the head to the foot to believe our sensitivity training. Those fools at ERTS have lit the spark for the mother of all care bombs. Ha ha, ha ha. Once enough people listen to our views and only our views, we will be able to advertise anything to everyone. The tampon companies will give me money to sell their products to men, and I, unlike Al No Sense Ertz, will gladly sell it to them, as it is simply the correct thing to do. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. They will eat only my meat, and hear only what I think. And now I will control what they are allowed to laugh at. Ha ha, ha. Hunger, humor, and hearsay. This land will once again be known as Clifton Valley.
The sun seems to set continuously as the comedic DJs climb out of the valley in the radio van heading into the house district. The surroundings appear bleaker as the industrial grunge engulfs the night air.
I'm still not sure this is a good idea.
Of course it's not a good idea. It's a great ruddy idea. What better way to promote EEICCSCGB Day and stick it to Colonel Clifton?
And that Pratt Stan the S-man.
Yeah, him too. What's the story behind all that?
You know, I am not really sure, it was a long time ago. I think he's just a dick.
Larry Rudd turns onto the main street of the house district. The slaughterhouse bubbles on the corner. Next door, the Chuckle House is lit up in full steam through the foggy mist. As they look for a place to park, women on the corner of the whorehouse across the street yell, "Hi Larry Rudd."
Are you sure this material is going to wow this Clifton crowd?
Larry Rudd is universal. There's no crowd the Rudd and Bear can't crack up.
Jump cut. Brad the Bear and Larry Rudd stand before the registration table in the Chuckle House.
Sorry guys, the boss told me you can't enter the contest.
This is an outrage. Larry Rudd is a professional entertainer. And we are the funniest act in the valley.
Ha ha, ha. Quite right, Mr. Rudd and Brad the Bear. Was it? You are professional entertainers, which is why you are not eligible to enter our humble contest.
Stan the Question Man Spaulding emerges from behind a menacing curtain.
Oh, it must really pain you to say that. Well, at least this trip up to nowhere really worked out after all.
Don't flatter yourself. I once had to kick a monkey out, turns out he moonlighted for the circus. Well, of course that was before the clown massacre. But you guys wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
The DJs shrug, but before they can respond, a man in a full white suit with a cane and matching toupee made entirely out of cow hooves emerges from a much greater menacing curtain.
Ha ha, ha ha. Welcome to my club, gentlemen. You must be them fellas from ERTS, my condolences on your loss. I am of course Colonel James Clifton. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both. What seems to be the problem out here, Stan? It is time to get the show started.
Of course, sir, no problem here, sir. Just waiting for these hustlers to move along, sir.
Absurd. It is a real honor to have these two fine gentlemen entertain our patrons. See them to our finest dressing room, and whatever they want to eat or drink is on the house. Knock them, did you, fine fellows?
Of course, sir, if you think that is a good idea.
Brad the bear can no longer hold it in.
Yes, sir, anything you say, sir. Can I kiss your butt for real if I'm good, sir?
Ha ha. 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 Journalists know nothing of comedy. Am I right? Am I? Right. You boys will do just as planned. Ha. Ha. Ha ha. I mean, you will do great. Ha ha ha.
Yes, well, thank you for your hospitality, Colonel. Larry Rudd really appreciates it.
Oh? I thought you were, Larry Rudd.
At your ruddy service, sir.
Ha ha, ha ha ha. This couldn't be coming together any better. Ha, ha ha, ha ha.
Wait a minute now. You tried to poison us. And poisoned our friend May, you put her in the hospital. Now we are here to put you in the morgue, you bastard.
Oh, that's right. Tainted meat. Not ruddy cool man.
Gentlemen, I assure you, I did no such thing. All of my meat passes stringent tests.
Sure. You sent meat daddy. I mean Jethro and his boy to bring us rotten meat.
Good heavens. Well, I must say Jethro is a special boy. He is a giver rather than a thinker. Just look at his wife. Now, nothing against my daughter, but she is a manly woman. I assure you no ill will. Eat, drink, be funny. I must go now, gentlemen. Good day. Ha ha, ha ha, ha.
Colonel Clifton exits stage left in ecstatic jubilation, twirling his hoof cane in joy.
Eccentric fellow, Larry Rudd admires that.
Of course, the Colonel is a true showman in his own right. But the show must begin. Follow me to a dressing room, gentlemen.
Your finest dressing room, I believe, is what you were told. And we are going to need to see all the menus, drinks.
Breakfast.
Lunch.
Happy hour? Nah.
Dinner.
Well, of course, my good Rudd. And dessert.
Of course. Dessert. Bring that one first, would you please?
I'm not bringing you idiots, shit. I am a judge, remember. You clowns shouldn't even be here. You are politically incorrect, immature buffoons.
So you have heard of us. That's ruddy great.
Never. Though I presume Brad the Bear's comedy style has yet to mature since Broadcast University.
Broadcast University. We took some classes at the community college, you pretentious twat. Now I remember, you were always too stuck up to broadcast anything funny.
Funny? You think always making fart noises, while I am trying to give top bulletin news, is funny?
Or, you did fart breaking news with him?
It was before I met you, and we are the team that made it a Drive Time AM Radio Grammy nominated bit.
Rock on, fart breaking news.
FBN always rocks on.
Well, here you are.
Stan shows them into their dressing room. It is a decent room, nothing extraordinary, yet comfortable.
Break a leg, idiots. Then I can take you next door and make a sandwich out of you. Ha ha, 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 who says I am not funny now?
Stan slams the door behind him, chuckling his way down the hall.
His screws are too loose and too tight at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's not about him, it's about the ruddy crowd, and we are going to leave them in stitches.
Right on. Well, what are we doing standing around here? Let's check out the competition.
And the ruddy grub.
Oh, yeah. Eat on.
Eat on.
Suddenly in the kitchen, the chef looks up, smiles, filled with rockdacious vibes. The pair of DJs leave their dressing room and wander the halls. Freaks and charlatans rotate the hall and stage. A teenage boy wearing a bow tie tinkers with a robot in the corner.
Come on Roctor, we are up next. How did you go and get yourself a bad connection now?
Hey little Ruddy, cool toy. Can old Larry Rudd give it a go?
No, wait, sorry, what? This is my partner, Roctor the comedy bot. He's no toy. He's a state-of-the-art animatronic, comedic android. Well, at least he is, when the wires are connecting.
Fascinating. I'm Larry Rudd and this is my partner Brad the Bear. Pleasure to meet you, Rawther, putter their old top.
No. Be careful.
Larry Rudd grasps the robotic hand and gives it a hearty shake. Suddenly sparks fly from Rawther as all systems boot up.
Anyone here from out of town? No? Figures who would come from out of town to a dump like this? Am I right? You're a wonderful audience.
Wow, thanks mister, you did it. I'm Wayne. Well, we are up. Good luck tonight guys.
No sweat kid, good luck to you too, break a lug nut out there.
Wayne pushes Rawther out on stage and the crowd goes wild. Intrigued by the metallic marvel, the pair of DJs watch from the wing.
Y'all been watching these Olympic Games? I tell you, anyone who doesn't believe propaganda works has never watched the Olympics. The amount of work involved to make people care about adults in a swimming pool, come on. I have never gone to a bar and said, "Hey, barkeep, would you put on some synchronized diving, my good man?" Track and field? The one sport even I could play in school. I was so fast running from bullies, they were always trying to copy my memory card. No audience, how's that different from any other Olympics? It's like that friend who invited you to his ping pong match 5 times, and you had 5 great excuses, then right as you think the jig's up they tell you you can't come. Darn it. You know who I heard is watching? Lance Armstrong. He called me up and said, "Hey, Rawther the comedy bot, old friend. You see these Olympics, why didn't I think of that? I could have just changed my name to Lance Armstrong, Cycling Committee." Hey, Olympic cycling, after a month of seeing men in Tron suits travel all across France, now you can watch them in a gym. Yes, that's right, an entire gym. But this isn't just any roller rink, oh wait, basically. But no roller hockey allowed, we have real sports being played. They have all these new sports this year, have you seen this? Rock climbing? Rope climbing is out, not cool, but you know what is cool? Climbing a wall.
Wow, he's really funny.
Yep, that Rawther is a ruddy star.
I don't think he wrote his own material. Wayne is the genius and the star. Listen to that crowd, they love him.
I ruddy agree with you there, pal. Wayne is the genius, but the crowd is not. They love what they see and that's Rawther.
They added surfing and skateboarding too, that's pretty great. Now that feeling typically reserved for Sundays, when I want to zone out and stuff myself with Surge and Cheetos, dreading the coming week, while one of these bargain bin fillers drowns it all out. Can be replicated for a few long weeks, like an intravenous drip of cowabunga. Is that a banned substance? I'm not sure, better ask Putin.
Larry Rudd gazes, eyes glazed over, staring at the crowd, Rawther, and Wayne. A momentary profound sadness from his usual demeanor is noticed by Brad the Bear as he sees his friend incompletely revealed to him through the shadows.
Well, that's deep. You all right?
Larry Rudd shakes about out of his daze.
Of course I'm all right, we have a show to do. Just wouldn't want to be the suckers going after these guys.
Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear, you gentlemen are next.
The pair look stunned. Larry Rudd's silence troubles Brad the Bear.
Rudro. Buddy.
A confident smile emerges on Larry Rudd's face.
Rudro.
So much controversy. Jinping called me up, said roughering ol hahabot, we need you to umpire softball. I said, how do you people keep getting my number? He said every time you go to the cloud and take a shit you airdrop it to everyone. Ah yeah, you have been a wonderful audience. Don't forget to grease your waitress. One hand greases the other. Just the other night in fact she greased me up for what I thought was the pole vault turned out to be the hammer throw. I'm Ruther the comedy bot. Back me up before formatting.
Wayne comes to the stage to grab Rother and bow, but to no applause. The crowd has gotten up to get drinks and use the washrooms. Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear clap and cheer from stage left, though others look at him merely as the clean-up crew. Wayne is thankful for the pair's support, waves and exits stage right, as the Ertz duo stake claim to the stage.
Next to the Chuckle House stage, welcome Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear from the Valley ERTS Radio.
Brad squints and makes out that the MC for the evening is none other than Meet Daddy Jethro. Alarmed at first, then filled with relief knowing he's a fan of the pair, he begins the skit.
You know what I can't stand? All the damn commercials these days.
Boo. Advertising puts food on the table for my kids. You guys suck.
The hecklers begin right away on the pair.
I know just what you mean, Bear. Seems like they are everywhere now. But no one has what old Larry Rudd has.
Oh yeah, and what is that? Something new and exciting.
Oh no, my good friend, something old but reimagined.
Wow. Really? Well, tell me more.
You have heard of waterproof bags, dry bags, Rudd sacks?
Of course, of course.
Well, what about wet sacks?
Sounds intriguing.
Oh, you have seen wet sacks before, my good man. They used to be for washing raggedy old stuffed animals and your grandma's panties. But now you can do so much more with Larry Rudd's wet sacks.
Boo. My father-in-law wears panties and my mother-in-law wears boxers. You ignorant assholes.
Okay, you should probably have them checked for dementia, lady. Your wet sacks sound useful, Larry. Tell me more.
Boo. Medical conditions are nothing to joke about. My kid has ADHD, is bipolar and obese. You guys are the worst.
How can you be ruddy, overactive and fat?
Boo. Get off the stage, you Karens.
Go fuck yourself. All I'm caring about is Larry Rudd's wet sacks.
Or thanks, buddy. But I think it's time we Ruddy get out of here.
At the judge's balcony, Colonel Clifton turns to Stan Spaulding.
Ha ha, ha. Listen to that crowd. Excellent. You did this, Stan. You changed what is normal, you changed what they find funny. Your mindless fear and re-education puff pieces. They are almost ready to completely take down these fools. And this whole stinkin' valley area will hear only what I let them. Will buy only what I tell them. Will wear whatever I say. Be who I tell them to be. Ha ha, ha ha, ha.
You are truly a genius, sir.
Angry inbreds begin to turn on the duo, throwing bottles and hurling food at the pair. Wayne watches in horror and springs into action, rolling Rother out to amuse the crowd. Getting the pair behind him, the 3.5 men make their way off stage.
Don't forget to come to EEICCSCGB Day.
You.
Boo.
It's free.
The crowd mumbles, feigning slight interest upon the free entertainment aspect.
Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear, ladies and gentlemen, fuck them.
The disgraced duo regroup with Wayne and Rother in the dressing room.
What is with that crowd? That was awful.
It's just the Clifton crowd. They are a bit brainwashed by Clifton News Network, and life at the slaughterhouse makes them, well, tender.
Ruddy hell, fuck the Cliftons, whole lot of that meat, media mogul family.
Ha ha, ha, yeah. Well, Rother and I think you guys did great, but we should get going.
Thanks, Wayne, Larry, and I think you guys were great too. Seems like you really know about tech. Do you think you could help us out with EEICCSCGB Day? We could use some help programming the effects for the concerts, game, and a spectacular fireworks finale.
Wow. Really, fireworks?
We thought old Larry Rudd was the pyro guy.
No, you gotta help me with management responsibilities. And staying out of Eddie Vedder's line of sight.
Good point, good Ruddy point. So what do you say, Wayne?
Well, what do you think, Rother?
We need Wayne for this one, sorry Rother.
Wayne smiles.
I'm in.
Well, fine. Screw you guys, I banged Eddie Vedder's mom, Edna vending machine.
The trio laugh at Rother's joke, then a voice echoes from the stage.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. It sure was a great night, wasn't it? Well, except for those bigots from Ertz, am I right? Ha ha, ha ha, yes. Well, now the moment you have all been waiting for, tonight's winner. Everyone's favorite Valley headman Colonel James Clifton. And I stand the question man Spaulding have made our decisions, and in third place we have Ethel Harris with her prop comedy.
A pig-faced woman, with a large red afro and blotchy skin, whacks herself in the head with a large mallet and chuckles.
In second place we have Rother the comedy bot with Wayne Clifton.
The DJs look shocked at Wayne, now realizing he is in fact a Clifton.
And the winner is Ranch O with his prop comedy.
A man in a green bodysuit takes the stage and dumps a bucket of ranch dressing over himself while holding the trophy, and the crowd goes wild.
I can't believe it.
Right, how many prop comics can a place have? Is this the ruddy 80s?
I don't think that is what he meant. I am sorry if I misled you. I understand if you don't want me for EEICCSCGB Day anymore. Let's go, Rocker.
Hold up, kid. He was right. I am surprised there are so many prop comics under one roof. You are fine, we still need you for the show.
Yeah, the Rud's no judge. Rock on, Wayne.
Thanks, guys. Suddenly I am filled with rockdacious vibes.
Rock on.
That's the spirit. Rock on.
So how exactly are you related to that ruddy old bloke? He your granddad or something?
Actually, he's my brother.
The pair of DJs are in stunned silence. The age difference between the ancient colonel compared to the adolescent technician before them is astonishing.
But how?
No ruddy way. Impossible.
Long ago my mother was a health and safety inspector visiting the Clifton meat packaging plant. Legend was that before the Clifton family began to inbreed, the colonel's father, General Clifton, was the first to freeze his semen as a genetic reset switch for the future Clifton 2.0. During my mother's inspection of the plant, she found said vial of the general's semen. Knowing the family's wealth and influence, she took it home and inserted it into her vagina with a turkey baster, and after cooking I emerged. The colonel does not approve of my existence or entertainment style.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Blackout.
Jump cut. May is doing the weather from the side studio, as the camera pans back to reveal Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear ready in the main studio.
Should be a beautiful day tomorrow for EEICCSCGB Day. Now back to the comedy duo that cares and cookholds, Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear, to tell you more about all the fun for everyone.
Thanks, May. Great to have you back. Looking good.
Brad and May share a smile through the glass.
Next time maybe you'll ruddy think before you shove a stranger's meat stick down your gullet.
Thanks for the advice, Larry.
Yeah, well, those meat media Nazis will be eating their hearts out tomorrow. That's right, it's EEICCSCGB Day. Our way.
To show you.
We ruddy care.
Suddenly a loud backfire is heard from the garage. The van slams through the door and squeals away. Jerry opens the door to the garage. A strong odor of gunpowder engulfs his nostrils.
It smells like the Civil War. What is going on around here? Larry.
Time to go. Back to you, May.
The pair rush to meet Jerry in the garage, leaving May dumbfounded to run the boards.
What happened?
You tell me.
Larry inspects the scene.
It was Eddie Vedder.
How do you know?
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Weak, that's not even his song.
No, but he wears it too. It's grunge-scented.
How can you smell anything except gunpowder? What's that all about?
Surprise, boss, we got a ruddy spectacular finale in store for EEICCSCGB Day.
A professional fireworks extravaganza.
So a crazed, scorned rock star is driving around town with a bomb's worth of high-grade explosives, in a van with our name plastered all over it.
Well, technically your name, boss, but that's on your granddad and the FCC, I reckon.
Jerry clenches his heart and flops around aimlessly.
We can find him, boss. Give us your keys.
Jerry suddenly becomes alert.
Not a chance. But I guess you're right. We better go after him. I'll drive. You two get in the back.
Jump cut to Jerry's old Beta Mini. The pair of DJs are squished in the back while Jerry rides comfortably up front.
I'll pull up a map. Maybe we can figure out where he's going. What's the Wi-Fi password?
Booty liquor 4.
For what?
For who?
No, who's on lips?
Where's the for?
No, where's under?
Underwear.
Dramatic hacking anticipation.
Are you in yet?
Almost. I'm almost in. I'm in.
That's what underwear said on opening night.
This internet is so fast. I brought up the van's GPS coordinates. Wait a minute, when did you put GPS on the van?
And how does this ruddy old clunker have Wi-Fi?
Jerry points to a Wi-Fi hotbox taped to the glove box.
20,000 gigaflops of 7G boys.
Oh good, I thought my radicals were just squished back here. Turns out they're cooking.
Yeah, crack a window, my bare balls are frying too.
Bare balls, classic.
Yeah, that's why I pay you idiots the big bucks. Now where did he go? Where's my van?
I'm glad you said your van, boss, in case it blows up and kills a bunch of people.
Ironclad, that ruddy is.
Where did he go?
Oh, no, we are headed there. You won't like this one, boss.
Where did he go?
Brad shows the screen to Larry.
Valley Vanquish Stadium. That's Colonel Clifton's only ruddy base of operations in the valley.
Of course. That bastard, stealing our entertainment. This will not stand. This injustice will not stand.
Jerry pushes the pedal to the metal and the Mini flies down Main Street.
Don't worry, boss, the Colonel will never steal us from you.
Right, never ruddy ever, Ertz for life.
Jerry slams the pedal even harder till it rubs through the carpeting. Then brakes hard, drifting, slamming the Mini through the Zamboni garage door of the stadium.
What the hell? All you had to do was knock. We knew you were coming, we saw the tracking device.
In the radio van, a yellow light flashes, reading "I'm watching you."
How did we never ruddy notice that?
Silence, you fools. Time for the adults to have a conversation. Hello, Mr. Ertz, it's been a long time. I am prepared to make a deal with you. Now that must include a new Zamboni door too, I am afraid.
Jerry, Larry and Brad exit the tattered Mini and approach Colonel Clifton and Stan Spaulding, who stand behind the radio van. As they near, they notice Eddie Vedder is bound and gagged in a chair off to the side.
Eddie, old friend. I knew you couldn't have done the old Rudd wrong. How are you doing, old pal?
Mumbles of "fuck you, Larry Rudd" come from Eddie Vedder as he twists and thrashes to free himself. Larry runs towards his old friend, when suddenly Colonel Clifton and Stan Spaulding brandish firearms.
That's far enough, Mr. Rudd. Don't make me kill you.
Ha ha, ha ha. You're no killer, Stan. Unless you count boring people to death. Is that how you're going to do it? 'Cause we will be here a while.
In that case, does this arena have a ruddy concession stand? I could whip up some Rudd sauce.
Yum.
Jerry and Brad nod in approval. Stan is visibly irate and smacks his gun to his head in anger.
Shut the fuck up. Put your fucking hands in the fucking air, all of you. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Alright, we hear you. Calm down. Everyone take a breath. It is some fucking good sauce though.
Thanks, boss.
The 3 a.m. Coutiers put their hands up and back away. Suddenly the hockey guy that gave the DJ's Wobble Place Arena walks in, the astute phenomenon taking all the practice time he can get, wears his full gear.
Wow, what the double hockey sticks is going on in here? Oh, hi fellas, how is my old arena? Oh, hi Mr. Clifton. I wanted to speak with you about some temperature regulations to do with the ice density when you have a moment.
All right, my good man. We can look into that, I do declare in good time. But move along now.
No, wait. Throw Stan your stick. You want to kill me, you bastard, then beat my brains in with the stick. Do it, you pussy. Do it. Throw him your stick.
The world's friendliest hockey player is appalled by this. Stan is also shocked and squeamed by the thought.
Do it.
The hockey guy hesitates. Colonel Clifton smiles menacingly.
Do it, or you're off the team.
It's okay, friend, do it.
The camera pans to every face. Brad and Clifton confident, Jerry and the hockey guy fearful, Larry oblivious to the danger, and Eddie Vedder annoyed, still trying to free himself.
Alrighty then,
I hope you know what you're doing.
The answer is inside me.
Hockey guy throws his stick high into the air. Seemingly in slow motion it peaks and begins to fall to Stan's outstretched hand. Suddenly, Brad lets out a earth-shattering fart. The immaturity of the humor irates Stan. He turns to Brad, the stick hits Stan in the back, and falls behind him under the van. Stan the Question Man Spaulding and Colonel James Clifton turn to look down. Guns now facing each other point blank, the van's hydraulic hatch springs up. The momentum causes both men to shoot each other and their bodies to go flying, smacking the ceiling like sticky wall-crawling slap toys.
Way to go, little Ruddy.
I learned from the best.
I have never been so relieved and disgusted at the same time.
That's what your mom said when you got yanked out of her.
Dang, flapjacks in a burn, eh?
A momentary silence of the burn is quickly overtaken by Eddie Vedder's muffled suffocation. No breathing. He don't give a fuck about Jerry's mom's breeding.
Wrong reference again.
Nonetheless, the trio along with Hockey Guy, rush to Vedder's aid. Larry Rudd rips the tape off Eddie Vedder and he shouts in pain as Brad unties him.
Larry Rudd, you bastard. You always get me into horrible situations. The show is off, you self-centered exponential narcissist.
Some might call Larry Rudd narcissistic, but not Larry Rudd, that in and of itself would be narcissistic.
Vedder ponders this. They all ponder this.
But remember, my character is Larry Rudd. I am not him. My real name is Scotty Budd.
Everyone is shocked.
This whole adventure has had me thinking. The way I saw Wayne and Rother being exploited, and the way Crazy Joe will be remembered. Larry Rudd just wants to bring joy to all who have heard of him. And so does Scotty Budd.
Oh, is that why Granny Rudd's cookies are called Granny Bud's cookies?
No, actually.
Rock on Granny Rudd's Bud cookies.
Granny Rudd's late-night batch rise in the oven filled with rockdacious vibes.
Wait a minute, you're Scotty Budd. My name is Teddy Budd. I am your long-lost brother. I became lost on a family trip to the Poconos. I was eventually taken in by an elderly Toronto couple and raised to become a leaf. This was fitting, as when they found me, I was wearing a loincloth made entirely out of leaves and champagne corks. With Catskills on my resume, I was drafted 936th overall by the Salmon Kings and sent to the Wobble Weasels. I looked for my family when I returned, but no one had heard of the Buds. Every time I asked someone where's the Buds, we ended up getting high, or I was arrested.
Teddy, when you fell into that heart-shaped hot tub and were sucked away, they told us you were gone for good. Funny though, that's about the time we began to create the Rudd characters.
I was sucked away and blown out into a retention pond far away into the mountains. I spent puberty there, masturbating with fish, and living off the land. This was of course when the cult owned the land. When my new father's Canadian firm purchased the land, it went all corporate and nudity-free. So I moved with them to become a world-class hockey player. And to bang hot foreign chicks, with no idea how much better they would be than Trout.
It's so good to have you back, brother.
It's so good to be back, brother.
The two men embrace in loving nostalgia. Jerry and Eddie are touched by this and show great emotion, while Brad appears bemused.
Wait a minute, you just left without looking for him. You just accepted he was gone 'cause they told you so.
It was a different decade, happened all the time back then. Ah, the good old days.
Yep.
We were ruddy lucky to get there in one piece, in the first place, seeing as we both went through the windshield, when Daddy Bud hit that moose.
Oh, I actually befriended that moose, healed him up and rode him to town. I actually named him Lawrence.
How apropos, brother, you will make a great Rudd.
I am overwhelmed with emotions. You may still be a self-absorbed ass, Larry Rudd, but you are a good man. I will do the show.
Remember the lesson we learned though. Sometimes it's good to be self-absorbing. Like Colonel Clifton in his absorbent old man diapers.
Deadpan, to the dead men, whose mangled bodies defecate themselves, with only Stan Spaulding's leaking explosive stainage.
Now that's what I call megalomaniac absorbency.
The gang share in a robust laugh. Harmonious fanfare abounds all around as Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear pull up to Wobble Place Arena. A magnificent stage is set up in the anterior, standing mighty over the valley below. Wop the Weasel, now Wop the Eagle, approaches to greet the pair as they advance.
Looking good there, Wop, ol' Ruddy.
Yeah, Wop, great job. The place looks great.
Thanks, guys. Wayne has been a huge help out here, but I have been hard at work getting the inside ready for our big game. We have a new opponent tonight. Last-minute change, insisted upon by the new owner of the Valley Vanquish.
The duo appear shocked as they run into Wayne, who is programming the effects for the concert on a large switchboard, while wearing cool headphones around his neck, for no necessary reason.
New owner? That was Ruddy quick.
Well, he was my brother. Pretty cut and dry, everything has gone to me. And I am going to make some big changes.
Wow, that's great. I mean, I'm sorry for killing your brother and all. But, I am glad it all worked out for you.
Sure, that whole cognitive dissonance adventure seems to have paid off for everyone.
Yeah, well, all's well that ends well. He was a ruthless crazy old bastard, so I have big changes in store for a happier, funnier, free valley landscape. I hope you guys will work together with me to make this town a better place. My first act will be shutting down Clifton News Network, and replacing it with Clifton Comedy Network. I want to bring you guys in on syndication and comedy consulting.
Wow, that sounds great, sign us up.
Ruddy, right, but what about the meat factory?
Bitches still gotta eat, it will remain the same for now. Maybe a bit less Jethro-fied.
Rock on beef.
Yeah, never give up on the Ruddy beef. Rock on cow.
Within the meat factory, a cow looks up into the window. Sunlight upon her soft fur, smiles upwards into the light, momentarily filled with rockdacious vibes. Then suddenly her head is chopped off and thrown into an industrial grinder.
Well, we will discuss it further later. For now I must get back to programming. It's going to be a grand EESCCSCGB night for all.
Thanks, Wayne. Beat me if you need anything.
I'm not sure what that means. Though everything should be fine out here. Rocker is out back guarding the fireworks I set up this morning.
Cut to back of arena on the edge of the cliff. Rawther the robot is dressed in a security guard uniform holding a long wick in his metal pincers which leads back to the fireworks. Jump cut inside the concourse. Wop the Eagle shows Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear all the improvements he has made. All of the concession and beer stands are open with friendly faces. In the arena all the Clifton meat packaging logos have been removed and replaced with Ertz AM banners. A magnificent eagle adorns center ice and the seats have been painted royal red. To top it all off, the floor mats really tie it all together. A jolly old man plays Lady of Spain on his synthesizer. He bops to and fro against the beat as the enthused patrons begin to file in.
Everything looks incredible. You did a great job. Rock on, Wop.
Ruddy, right. Now this is a place to rock on.
Outside, Jerry stumbles as he carries a box into the rear of the stadium. The ground quakes momentarily as the arena is filled with rockdacious vibes.
Thanks, fellas, for believing in this place and me. The team is stoked for tonight and will give it their all. But a mascot's job is never done. Time to entertain.
Wop the Eagle hops away, flailing his feather-covered floor mat wings with great hubris, and the gusto of a man who believes he's a bird soaring to greet the children.
What a guy.
Yeah, a real Ruddy entertainer. Always in character.
Oh, so that's a good thing again. Back to Chimera then, Larry Rudd.
Castle in the sky for all, Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear.
Rock on. Well, everyone seems hard at work, guess we are good managers.
Work smarter, eat faster.
The broadcast buddies head to the concession stand. They run into May, who is waiting in line to order.
Ouch, watch where you're going. Oh, hi guys, what's the hurry?
Oh, sorry, May. Larry gets cranky when he hasn't eaten in an hour.
Hey now, that's the shrimp calling the Ruddy steak blackened.
Yum. But hey, you don't need to wait in this line, come with us.
Larry jumps the counter as Brad and May follow.
Press, no fear, we are the press. Come and Ruddy through.
We also own the place.
Oh, that Ruddy too. Owners, press, owners.
The three load up on grub, nachos, candy, pretzels and a bucket of cheese.
Let's go to the Rudd zone.
Jump cut to a lavish room labeled Eddie Vedder's dressing room.
Burp.
Burp.
Burp?
The gang is sprawled out across beanbag chairs, containers litter the area, Vedder's imported beer keg empty. The goal horn sounds. Eagles goal. Cut to commotion in stadium, then to arena rear where Eddie Vedder's bus pulls up.
Well, I was expecting a shithole, but Larry Rudd looks like he came through. You guys set up, I'm going to go in and catch the end of the game. Everyone knows the third period is free.
Vedder exits the bus leaving his band to set up. He passes by Rother on his way in.
Ah. Good security. Hold this, my good man.
The rock star nonchalantly throws his jacket onto Rother's outstretched hand which holds the fuses. The stiff robotic hand is a seldom match for the studded jacket, resulting in the arm slowly beginning to descend. Upon entering, Vedder is warmly greeted by Jerry, who leads the way to the dressing room.
Thanks for coming, Mr. Vedder. Hope you had a good day.
Was better than being tied to a chair in a custard, so yeah, better than any other day in the valley, I guess.
Excellent. Well, here we are. Your private personal sanctuary.
Jerry opens the door astonished to find the 3 audiophiles hotboxing the room like a Turkish bathhouse.
Hey, is this my dressing room or a YMCA storage closet?
Eddie ol' top. Perfect timing. Join us. Oh, hey boss.
When in the valley.
Rock on Valley.
Outside, Vedder's professional rockdacious vibes are so powerful the valley's crust shakes, resulting in vibrations through Rother. His arm descends powerfully from the heavy coat, booting him up, sending sparks flying. The wick is ignited. Inside, oblivious and relaxed. The music aficionados chill axe. The horn sounds, Eagles win.
Well, time to start the concert.
Wayne bursts in, sweat dripping panic.
Help. The fireworks are going off. Someone threw their coat on Rother and the wick got lit. We have to stop them.
I'll help. Let's go.
But you have to take the stage.
Well, I think I should help with this. Who usually covers the mundane when Larry fucks something up?
Everyone looks at May.
The fuck?
All right, darling, don't worry, the band has your back, just go sing a song for the crowd.
Everyone dashes out of the room, one by one, wishing May their rockdacious vibes.
Rock on May.
Rock on May.
Rock on May.
Rock on May.
You're gonna be great. Rock on May.
May, dumbfounded in her beanbag chair, is suddenly filled with tremendous rockdacious vibes. She hits the bowl once more.
The fuck?
Dashing down the hallway, the gang run into the hockey players exiting the ice.
Brother, we need you all. Get the teams and follow us. Ruddy SOS.
You heard the man, boys. Got a situation of Saskatchewan going on here. Hockey players unite.
44 men in full hockey gear cheer and try to follow the audio files, but gravity is a bitch and they all tumble in a pile.
Everyone save what you can.
Outside, the men fumble and run around saving fireworks as they go off willy-nilly. As we take in the severity in the rear, May takes the stage up front to a massive crowd, who oohs and ahs at the premature pyrulation.
Hello. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I am Maybe Cloudy, your local valley meteorologist. We seem to be having an issue with our finale of the evening. Mr. Vedder is helping your favorite local DJs Larry Rudd and Brad the Bear. While they work to fix it, I thought I would share a song I wrote years ago while working at a Converse shoe store. Then this bitch came in one day and stole it and changed it. I hope you all enjoy.
May looks to the band, who nods in approval.
1, 2, 3, 4. He was a baiter, she was a sunbather, I'll make it a little more nautical. He was a sailor, she was a CPA. Can't keep the tide at bay. He wanted to board, covert she fantasized, having his hook hand inside of her. But all of her friends pinched up their nose, they made issue with his fishy bibs. He was a pirate boy, she said ahoy hoy boy, he wasn't on land enough for her. She had a tan face, but her chest wasn't buoyant. She needed to come back to sea level. 5 months from now, she lives on land, feeding the kitties, dry as a bone. Bulletin on the news, landlocked or not, hurricane headed, says CTV. She rents a dinghy, land lover they say, but oh what the hey, and they've given her coordinates to his boat. Her cat comes along, stands on the bow, looks up at the captain that she blew down. He was a sailor boy, she said, or a hoy hoy boy, he wasn't on land enough for her. Now he's a pillaging pirate, slamming down the rum. Is that melanoma on your face? What's this boarding worth? He was a sailor boy, she said, a hoy hoy boy, he wasn't on land enough for her. Now he's a 5-star seaman, salvaging on treasure. Does your bleach blonde hair know how big his trident is? Sorry wench, but you're washed up. With taut ropes that boy binds me. We are more than just first mates. He sticks his peg leg in my porthole. Too bad that you couldn't sail that dinghy to Valhalla. He is more than just a guy with one eye. I see the scallywag under the patch. He's just a pirate, I'm just a handmaid. Could it be any more nautical? We are in international waters, or haven't you seen? Now walk the plank, the sharks will eat your wench ass clean. I'm with the buccaneer, a couple of musketeers, marauder or privateer, hell even a corsair, rover picaroon, sailing around the world, freebooting shanties we penned, about a wench we marooned, fish food. Yeah. I'm with the buccaneer, a couple of musketeers, marauder or privateer, hell even a corsair, rover picaroon, sailing around the world, freebooting shanties we penned, about a wench we marooned, fish food.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Maybe Cloudy, the poop deck princess of the valley.
To thunderous applause, May bows and exits the stage.
Well, that was great, but you came to hear me. Because I'm a better man, yeah.
As Vedder begins the main event, Brad greets May near the stage, his eyebrow singed off but in good spirits.
Wow, you were great. You should be on the radio. Oh, wait, you are, haha.
Thanks. I haven't performed in a long time. Who put who out? You or the fireworks? This night has been crazy, let's get out of the limelight and go somewhere quieter.
May smiles as she pats the Smoky Bear. They dash over to the cliff. As we pan to Larry Rudd along with his brother, Wayne, and his mother, who enjoy the show in the crowd.
Ruddy, good show, thank you all for your help.
Anytime, brother. It's good to have you in my life again.
Yes, thank you Mr. Rudd for the opportunity. I look forward to working together again soon. This is a wonderful night.
It sure Ruddy is. So Teddy, have you met Mrs. Clifton?
Oh, heavens no, I'm not Mrs. Clifton, that's just the name of the man whose semen I stole, and shoved up myself with a baster. No, my name is Miss Gretzky, how do you do?
Wowee, what a double kinda day, eh?
Rock on future.
The group mingles in robust enjoyment of a night well done, pat on the backs and high fives all around. We pan to Brad and May who snuggle under a majestic birch overlooking the cliff.
Sure has been a crazy week.
Yeah, can you believe Larry Rudd's real name is Scotty Budd?
Well, yeah, no one uses their real name on the radio. What is your real name, by the way?
Bradley DeBear.
Oh, French.
Oui.
Oh, not so fast, partner. You don't even know my name yet.
Is that so? Well, what is it?
Maybelline, and sequel.
Oh, are you French as well?
Yes, I oui, too.
That's hot.
As they continue to talk and snuggle, Jerry watches off to the side. He smokes a cigarette talking to Rother over the remnants of fireworks.
What a week. Never thought those two actually would drive me to insanity, but here I am talking to a robot. Everything seems to have worked out though. Let's give him this one. What do you say, Rother? Rock on future.
Jerry lights the remaining fuses, sending fireworks bursting over the valley.
Rock on future.
Rock on future.
The pair share a passionate kiss, as the bombs burst over them and the spectacular show, created by the power of friendship and dumb luck, filled with rockdacious vibes.